Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a how-to tutorial on how I cover my under eye circles and just darkness underneath the eyes. I'll have a picture here of how exhausted my eyes probably look these days. I feel like I'm just so used to how they look, I don't even realize if they're as bad as they are or if they not bad as they are, but either way I do have a lot of darkness underneath the eyes. I have an 8-month-old, so of course I'm constantly needing to conceal all of that and correct all of that. So today I'm going to really show you guys an in-depth tutorial on how I do that. I'm going to show you guys with a few products how this works, and hopefully you guys could take something from it. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So obviously right underneath my eyes I have a lot of darkness, especially in the inner corners, and they do look a little bit hollow too. I'm going to show you guys later on after this step what we can do to kind of just lift it and make it seem like it's a little bit more not as hollow as it appears to be. This darkness right here obviously is what we're going to color correct. So that is a blue toned underneath the eyes. So we're going to take a more peachy tone, which is going to cancel out that blueness. And that is what a corrector is for. A lot of people get confused thinking like, oh, my concealers are going to cover up my dark circles, when really it actually can make them look even worse. If you just put concealer on and you have major dark circles, they can kind of make it look a little bit gray underneath the eyes. So definitely go in with a corrector because that will cancel it out, and if anything it'll just make it even more brighter than you would initially think it would. So I'm just going to take a brush and just place it right where we see this discoloration. I'm just going to place it right where we see this darkness, and as you can already tell, it's already immediately getting rid of that darkness right there. And make sure you really focus on the inner corners. People will sometimes ignore the inner corner, especially right here. That's where you can definitely get some serious darkness because the nose can cast a shadow right there. So as you can already tell, the under eye circles are like pretty much gone. They're corrected. You can kind of still see this like hollowness right here, which is what I'll use with the concealer. But if I was just to walk out like this without any concealer on top, it would look really funny, because I don't know if you guys can see from the camera, but it is a much more different undertone than my actual skin tone. So that's why we also go over with a concealer to just conceal the corrector. So what I'm going to use is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is also an amazing product. So I'm just going to put a little bit right there, and this product goes a long way. You don't really need a ton. And I use the shade medium, and then I'm going to go in and take my beauty blender and just start blending all of this out. I can drag this concealer sort of everywhere because it is so full coverage. It definitely picks up and you can kind of spread it out, and the beauty blender really helps you to spread out the product evenly. And I just make sure I don't go past my eyebrows, the end of my eyebrows, because I don't want it to look super blown out. Going for a color underneath your eyes that is probably a shade or two lighter than your actual skin tone will help even brighten up that under eye area more. I probably should touch on why I put concealer everywhere else. So because I'm going for a shade or two lighter than my actual skin tone, if I just conceal underneath my eyes and don't put concealer on the higher points of my face, it's gonna look very odd. I used to be someone that would just put concealer underneath my eyes that was a few shades lighter than my skin tone, and it would look so weird in pictures, and it would just look weird in general, and I would look like a raccoon. So now I've learned over the years just to put concealer on the high points, so right in the middle of the forehead, down the bridge of your nose, and on your chin, and that'll just kind of help balance all the highlightedness and the brightness underneath your eyes too. As for a powder, I sometimes use the translucent powder by Laura Mercier, but for the most part I've been trying to use this again more. This is the Secret Brightening Powder. If you are an OG of my channel, you definitely have seen me use this several times. I used to be obsessed with this product. So what I'm going to do is just use a little bit of it, like whatever's in the cap, and just put it mainly right underneath my eyes, directly underneath my eyes in a patting motion, and this will basically lock in that product underneath the eyes and not crease. So just pat, don't swipe, you don't want to move product, you just want to pat to push in product. Just kind of put it around wherever you use the corrector to, because obviously there's going to be more product there. taking the leftover and putting it on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin. But what I also like to do is go in with a banana toned color, and this is going to also help brightness underneath the eyes. I constantly use this banana shade, and this really helps to brighten up underneath the eyes, and I just feel like it really is a perfect shade, a very universal shade for anyone who's trying to highlight. Like, I just feel like this eye is so much lighter already than my other eye. I'm a little discolored right now, so I'm just going to take any bronzer. I would highly suggest contouring after you do all this highlighting because your face will seem a little flat. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So that is it, guys, for this tutorial. Hopefully it was simple enough for you all to learn and understand and hopefully do yourself. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, and please, please, please subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!